I've been feeling really distant from what I'm calling my creative muscle. So that's what this is. An attempt to stretch it again. When you go to the gym for the first time again after an extended hiatus, well, oof, it hurts. You know, the muscles are tearing, and over time, they're growing back stronger. Now, this is an oversimplification. I am definitely not a physical therapist. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not like I haven't been doing anything creative, but not a lot for myself, especially when it comes to video. So that was part of the motivator behind this challenge. So to be honest, this is kind of like my first time back in the gym. Whew, it hurts, and it's awkward. I don't think do I know how to use the machines? I really hate when people are watching. So, what's the first step? Honestly, I don't know. This is me rediscovering the creative process. And apparently pumping iron. All right. I love the woods. I was lucky enough to grow up surrounded by the woods, and while maybe there are fewer woods and more activities when you move into a big city, there's always something to be said for some peace and quiet in the woods. Good tree. Good. Oh, you. This guy. Listening to the birds, exploring a new path, breathing in the fresh air, peaceful pops of plumage propped in the poplars and pines. I don't know, I was feeling poetic. I find inspiration in these things, to be totally honest with you. Like creativity, nature is infinitely unique and ever-changing. A truly unique environment to experience. But it's also something I'm passionate about protecting and connecting with. A lot of people are, whether by choice or by circumstance, separated from nature. A mentality grows where there are people and there is nature, as if they're different things, creating a mentality of separation. Every time I get to experience a truly remote outdoor location, I feel a stronger connection between myself and the earth. There's actually tons of research as well about the positives of being outdoors. I mean, lower average heart rate, lower risk of heart disease, lower blood pressure, all just from being outdoors. How great is that? Not even a bug or a stupid fucking piece of grass. Nature is a lot like creativity itself. It changes over time, just like we do. It tends to grow in the path of least resistance, as we often do as well. It's felt by everyone, but received and responded to differently. It's almost as if we are nature. This is the Camperdown elm here in Prospect Park. It was planted here in 1872. How crazy is that? This is like a 150-year-old tree. And it's been protected. I hate when people walk by. I hate doing this in public. Now my challenge to myself this year has been to make a new video every month. Now, some of these videos I've made I like more than others, and based on last month's video, well, it clearly has not been a perfect process, but neither is nature. But to be honest, this hasn't really been about perfection. One of the things I've really wanted to work on is practice. And not just practicing things that I need to practice, but also stopping practicing things that maybe aren't benefiting me. I think, like a lot of other creative people, I tend to find myself being very critical when it comes to my own work and my own life. And I think that the more you practice that, the better you get at it. Beyond just making a monthly video, I want this to be a chance for me to stop practicing these negative habits towards myself and my work, and instead practice gratitude and kindness. It seems a lot nicer, and I feel like I'm gonna get more done. Seems like a much better long-term solution. While not an overnight process, the steps I've been taking feel like they are steps in the right direction. While it's a little cheesy to say, mistakes are definitely where we actually learn, and whew, I've been learning this year, eh? Just like nature itself, growth takes time. So here's to growing sky high and stretching that creative muscle. But yeah.